class. In our previous session, we talked about database, how to create a database, how to create tables, and how to insert values into our tables. Today we're going to be looking at SQL joins and maybe unions. So we start off by saying that SQL joins is used in bringing two or more tables from different different data sources, bringing data from different tables bringing data from different tables together based on a related column that is between the tables. What does this mean? That two tables can be in various places and we want to join the information that these two tables contain together. But before we can do that in SQL, there has to be a column that is similar, that is related, and that is the primary column. That is the primary key. That is the joining force in joining two of the tables together. Without further ado, let's dive into it. So for us to join, like the tables we created earlier in the other classes, the tables that we created, we would be joining these tables together, right? We'll be seeing how to join them together. So let's start select. Now this is the introduction of the select statement. Whatever you want to do in SQL, you start with the select statement. Select all from which table? Say the employees table. We want to select everything from the employees table and join it on join or inner join. You can equally call it inner join or join. Join it on the employee details, right? On what are you joining it on? employees.id equal to employee details.id, and then we run this. It has gone through. Now this is how to join two tables together. When you join tables together, when you use an inner join or a join, it only joins values. It only joins data that the number of data that is contained in a particular table to the number of data that is contained in the other table. Take for instance, if we have the first table to contain about 10 information and the second table to contain about 15 information, when we use inner join or join, whichever one we want to call it, when we use inner join or join, it will only join the first 10 values of the table that has about 15 information contained in it. Alright, so that is how the join or the inner join works. We have another type of join, which is the outer join. This outer join contains of the left and the right join. The left and the right join, what does it mean? The left join, when you call the left join, it only means that the left table would combine to the right table, would bring everything that is in it to the right table. And if you call the right table, if you use the right join, it will join everything that is on the right table to the left table. In outer join, in left and right join, it joins everything. It joins it. It does not exclude anything, unlike the inner join or just join that joins only the number of information that the first table has to the number of information that the second table has. So let's see how this works. We just get to this place and we write left join. Let's start with the left join and then let's run this and see. Our left table is the employee data, right? The employee data, that is what is that is what is found in our left table. So the left table here joins itself to the right table. So everything that is on the left table will be found, will come together to meet the right table. So let's look at this. We have because I've run this table for more than 4 times, so each time I run it, the table, it keeps creating itself. So we have Anderson as 1, there is no space. Secondly, we have Diane, We have David, we have Daniel, and that's just about it. Because the left table has about four information in it, and it carried all of that it carried itself joining to the table by the right. Now let's check out what we'll find when we look at the right table. A right table, and then we run this. If we look at this, the right table, which is the employee details table, joining the left table, which is the employee table, we get to see that everything that is on the right table comes up. We have null here. The employee table, which is on the left table, does not have data column 5. It does not have data column 5, but the right table has that. So the left table would just call everything on that row to be null. All right, because it is empty on the left table but not empty on the right table. Now there's another kind of join that we call the self join. In this, a table is tied against itself. Take for instance, you want to use the names of the people contained in a particular table to run another event in an organization. All right, so you want the table, that employee table, to equally be the same thing as the Santa table. The people that will do Santa, that will be involved in performing as Santa in a particular organization, maybe during the end of year party or something like that. So you tie a table to itself. That is what a self join is. So how do we go about this? Again, we say select all. Remember, it's everybody that is in the employee table that we want to use. We say select all. Asterisk is used to select everything. Asterisk is used to select everything in SQL. It's not like you cannot select it column by column, but we just want to use all for today. Select all from, we're selecting employees, and let's call this employees emp, right? And the next one, and we are joining it, right? We are joining it on itself, which is employees as Santa. Let's call it Santa underscore table. Yes. And then on, remember, it's the same table that we are joining against itself, so the ID number remains the same. On emp.id equal to Santa table dot id, and then we put our semicolon and then run it. It's the same thing. The same people that is on the first table, they are still the same people that is on the second table. All right, if you want to change their names, for instance, first name, last name, age for the first table, and for the second table you might want to call this select a first name as Santa, last name as Santa, last name, and age. Let's see if it works. Select okay, join it on employee. Yes. Okay, you can equally do it on this one, and then you run it. I don't want to run so many codes. Okay, let's see how if this works. On joining it on employees. All right, you select all from this and that. Okay, let's just leave it this way, but you understand what I mean. So this is how to use self join on your table. This is how to join a table to itself. Now we have other kinds of, I think we have another one, multiple joinings, where you get to join two or more tables together. In this case, you would just need to join the third table or the fourth table together, so long there is a similar or a related column between those columns. You can join as many columns as you want, so long there is a column that is similar to the columns that you are joining it to, everything will align. So that is that for joins. We talk about union. Union is a keyword that is used to combine the results of two or more select statements, but you have to select the same number of columns for each of the tables, or whether you're using 2 tables or 3 tables or 4 tables. Just know that the columns that you are bringing together using the select statements must be the same. Remember, I said union is a keyword that is used to combine the results of 2 or more select statements together. So how do we go about it? Let's look at this. Select. We want to select from our tables that we have already. We want to select the ID number, first name, comma, first name, first underscore name, right? And age. I want to select it from where? I want to select it from, we can go down, okay, or we can leave it here, from employees. All right, union. Select again. From the second table, we want to select, let's select the department. We have how many? 1, 2, 3 departments. We have what else? Nationality. And we have what else there? What else do we have there? We have department, we have nationality, we have gender. Okay, let's run this. Okay, we have to write the table we are selecting from employee underscore details. Sorry about that. Then we run this. It has gone through. So we have the ID, the first name, and the age. And secondly, we have the department, the department, what else? Their nationality and their gender. Mind you, before you can use the union to bring 2 select statements together, their data type must be the same or must rhyme. You remember that the ID is not just number. We used a combination of numbers and characters, which is varchar, and you can equally use a character on it. The same thing with the department. You can equally use a varchar or varchar or a character data type on it. So this is how to use the union and the join statement to bring your tables together. I will see you all in the next video. Thank you.